Blessed Sunday, dear brothers and sisters. Minsan, nagko-complain tayo kapag yung mga sermon ng pari ay may patama. Alam nyo yung kwekwentuhan ka pero may patama ng konti. Well, ang ating Panginoon in today's gospel, malaki ang patama sa mga nakikinig. If you notice, in the gospel, He was addressing not just the regular people, the crowd. He was not. He was addressing the chief priest and the elders of the people. Para sa kanila ito. At sa pamamagitan ng kwento, ng talinhaga, the parable of the wicked tenants, ay may patama siya tungkol sa parating na mangyayari din sa kanya. That he will be rejected no less than by the religious leaders of his time, yung mga chief priests and the elders. And that rejection will end up in him being killed. So, alam natin yung pinatutunguhan ng parable ng ating Panginoong Jesucristo. But it also has a lot of other lessons for us. Now, let us go through the gospel. For example, you realize that madalas i-explain dito, the landowner represents God. The farm, the world, or the people of God. And the tenants are the religious leaders of the Jewish religion during that time. No? And so, with that, and the Son, of course, referring to Jesus, the Son of God. So, yun yung mga equivalents na mga characters in today's gospel. And here we realize that the landowner invited tenants to participate in his works. No, hindi niya lang sinarili, bagkus he opened up the work of salvation and invited people to participate. Now, ganun din para sa atin. We're also invited to participate in the work of God. Maganda yung sa isang grupo, ang kanilang term ay gawa ng Panginoon. Ang gawain ng Panginoon. And true, marami sa ating gawain sa buhay, sana maunawaan natin bilang ating participation sa gawain ng Panginoon. But then, itong mga tenants had a bad idea. They thought sila ang bida, hindi yung landowner. And for that, no, yung pag-aari ng Diyos, yung lahat na pag-aari ng Diyos, gusto nilang angkinin. Now, because of that, they refuse to give back to the landowner. Hindi sila nagbibigay sa Panginoon. And so the first lesson here is the disappointment, yung frustration ng landowner. Put yourself in the shoes of the landowner. Kung meron kang lupa, meron kang pinauupahan halimbawa, o meron kang pinahiram, somehow you expect there will be a return. If not in terms of produce, then at least thank you man lang. But what if it is not given back to you? Kung yung upa hindi ibinigay sa iyo, kung yung mga pinapagtil mo ng land ay hindi nag-produce, kung yung halimbawa itinanim mo ay hindi namunga, kung yung minahal mo, hindi ka naman din minahal, yung tinulungan mo ay hindi ka naman na-appreciate o pasalamatan man lang, how would you feel? Now you realize how the landowner felt at that time. He felt disappointed. He felt prostrated. He felt betrayed. Most likely, he felt hurt as well. So, with that, we could ask ourselves, no? Hindi kaya minsan we disappoint the Lord that we have been given so much, not our own. Everything belongs to God as the landowner. Everything comes from Him as a gift. Pero hindi kaya minsan we also fail to give back to God what is due to Him And so, that could feel frustrating. That could feel disappointing on the part of God. Pero tayo, makakaano tayo rin makaka-relate tayo dahil tayo rin may mga experience ng ganyan with our relationships. Kaya nga, yung pinanggagalingan ng Panginoon dito, malalim yung kanyang sinasabi natin, yung hugot ng Panginoon with the experience. Pero yung mangyayari pa lamang sa kanya, the rejection that he would feel. The rejection of Jesus is the rejection of God. So, sana sa atin din, if we feel the invitation of God for us to participate, if we feel the responsibility, the stewardship na iniwan sa atin ng Panginoon, what are we giving back to Him? So as much as possible, let us not disappoint the Lord by giving to Him what is due to God. Then finally, nakita nga natin dito that if all the prophets, those mga emissaries na pinadala ng landowner were rejected, finally, the landowner said, "Now, I will send my own son." That's Jesus. I will send my own son. And yet, when the son came, they also rejected him, even killed him. So, hindi mahirap imaginein that that's exactly what happened to Jesus on the cross. It was the rejection of the people whom God Himself has chosen and privileged. Para sa atin naman po, mga kapatid, that yung pagdating sa atin ng Panginoon ay sana yung tawag niya sa atin ay hindi rin natin i-reject. Minsan kasi, ang dami nating mga excuses, ang dami nating iniisip that sometimes we think it is just us. Akin naman, buhay ko naman to. Ako na ang magdi-decide dito. Kung ano ang gusto ko, yun ang gagawin ko. And for that, it is also tantamount to rejecting Jesus, rejecting God in our own life. Now, after that parable, you notice also that yung ending ng parable shifted from an agricultural, the vineyard, but the conclusion, construction. No? Construction yung kanyang because he ended by saying, "Did you not ever read in the scriptures the stone that the builders rejected?" Yeah, see how Jesus shifted the story. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Jesus, who was rejected, crucified, and killed, truly became the cornerstone not only of our church, not only of our faith, but of the world. If Jesus had not loved this earth, this world, us, I wonder what the Father would have done with us already. With all our unfaithfulness, with all the disappointing and frustrating results that we give to the Lord, what would the Father have done if Jesus had not come to us and became one like us and has loved us? And so, brothers and sisters, if ever there are moments that we too feel rejected, frustrated, and disappointed by the love of others, no? Wag lang tayo sumisi ng iba. Remember also that sometimes we are the ones, tayo, yung nagbibigay ng frustrations and disappointments to those people who have loved us. Tayo rin, nakakasakit ng ibang tao. And for those times, there is always something that we can do and not give up on loving, on accepting, and forgiving others. Just as the Father has loved us and forgiven us and made us participants in His own divine life. Amen.